A row erupted last night over Holyrood's plans to stay tied to the EU after Scotland's top law body warned Scotland's Brexit bill could create deep political rifts in British politics. Holyrood is conducting a consultation on the SNP UK withdrawal from the European Union Continuity Scotland bill, which will provide for continuity of EU provision that would otherwise be lost with Brexit. But the faculty of advocates warned that the bill would contribute to policy divergence from the rest of the UK. Under the bill, the discretionary power will come into effect after the transition period ends on the 31st of December. The bill also includes provisions to ensure EU environmental principles and governance can continue in Scotland. The new laws will also make it much easier for Scotland to rejoin the EU after the country gained independence from the UK, should the Scottish people wish to do so. In a submission to Holyrood's Finance and Constitution Committee, the faculty warned that the Scottish government will not be able to keep pace in areas of EU law which depend on reciprocal arrangements between the EU member states. It adds, the European Health Insurance Card and the European Arrest Warrant are obvious examples which touch on devolved competences. The UK will not participate in either reciprocal arrangement in its current form, and thus Scotland cannot participate in these arrangements simply by passing legislation, without a UK decision to participate. Such legislation would not enable participation in these arrangements. It also added the absence of a formal role moves the UK and devolved governments from rule makers to rule takers. The Law Society of Scotland, which represents 11,000 solicitors, also raised concerns and said that neither the UK nor Scottish governments and stakeholders would have had the opportunity to influence those proposals or even to become familiar with them. Dean Lockhart, MSP, Scottish Conservatives Constitution spokesperson, said the bill was just the latest attempts from the SNP to break up the UK market by the back door. He told Express Co UK, organisation after organisation is warning that this bill could split the Scottish economy from the rest of the UK, putting at risk hundreds of thousands of Scottish jobs that rely on free UK-wide trade. The bill also betrays the Scottish Parliament's role in making laws. Scotland will be forced to accept laws made in Brussels at the whim of SNP ministers, without proper parliamentary scrutiny. Beyond all of Nicola Sturgeon's spin, this is the real power grab. A nationalist power grab to split up the UK internal market. The Scottish Conservatives will fight it every step of the way. Professor Jim Gallagher, who was the UK government's most senior advisor on devolution, working in the No. 10 policy unit under former PM Gordon Brown, said that giving Scotland more control to deal with the EU after Brexit could allow the union to be more stable. The Nuffield College Oxford academic warns that the Westminster government was grossly over-centralised in London. Professor Gallagher hinted that additional powers would inevitably come to the devolved administrations from Brexit. She has also highlighted that Scotland is being taken out of the EU against its will after 62% voted to remain. But Scotland's Constitution Secretary Michael Russell, MSP, hit back this evening and said, "This is just silly stuff. The Scottish Tories are nothing more than Boris Johnson hard Brexit cheerleaders and are now trying to stop the Scottish Parliament from maintaining high EU standards. That's because they are desperate to do a race to the bottom trade deal with Donald Trump and don't want the Scottish Parliament or anyone else getting in their way."